Master Johnson back here with another one for you. You'll have to forgive my setup currently. I just finished at the gym and my hands are a little bit too shaky, but these gains, baby. I tell you what. Hey, so I had a previous viewer on a previous video ask me to make a video on how come I'm affirming so much, but then I'll look at my bank account and it seems like my entire world on the inside condenses. Or in other words, Master, you'll have to forgive the cars, but Master Johnson, I will tell myself that I'm abundant, that I am rich, and I will affirm that. And then the internal world, my internal mind, basically says, no, you're not that. You know, so I want to go ahead and dive in on that and make sure that you guys have a clear understanding of it. And I'm going to explain it in a way that makes it so understandable. I'm going to make it make so much sense to you to where it's going to free you from that feeling. So stick around for the end of the video. Do the things with the buttons if you're just now seeing my face. Let's go ahead and dive on in. There's a law called the law of cause and effect, which essentially means for every effect, there was first a cause. And for every cause, there will be an effect. Now, we have our external world, and we also have our internal world. So if I look outside of myself for validation on what I feel, well, then I am allowing what the outside world is causing me to feel. So case in point, I look at that negative bank account, and if it causes me to feel less than what I am, if it causes me to feel as if I am not abundant, if it causes me, if I am convinced that my external world is correct, well, then from that, it's going to lead to thoughts, feelings, and emotions that then prove that to be true. And then begins the cycle of continuous agony and misery to where you're affirming 250,000 times that you are rich, you are that bitch, but you're definitely not. You just that bitch. You're rich. I laugh at this because I did the same thing. Now, let me ask you this. Did you have to affirm 250,000 times for your negative bank account? No, you didn't. You didn't probably affirm that at all. So this leads me into the second understanding. First, you have the law of cause and effect, but second is what you are convinced of and conceived of. Okay? In order for birth to happen of a human or anything, it first must be conceived. Okay? So if you have received the seed of doubt, and then you let that harbor inside of your heart, and then you allow the external world to cause you to feel validated or invalidated based off of what you have in your heart, it doesn't matter what you're affirming, okay? What you are conceived of, what you are convinced of, you will give birth, right? If Heather and I decide to go to Pound Town, which we totally did, she's totally pregnant. But let's just say that now that she's pregnant, I try to affirm against her being pregnant. She's not pregnant, she's not pregnant. But I planted my seed inside of that thing deep and nice, and now next thing you know, she's pregnant. It doesn't matter if I affirm or not. That is done because it was first received, and then it was conceived, and now it will happen. This is how manifestations happen. This is how birth happens. This is how life happens. So let me make it make sense for you. It does not matter what you are affirming to be true. It's what you believe is true. The second thing, if you are affirming that you are abundant, but then you look at your bank account and your bank account says you're not going to be able to pay your bills this month. I understand that, and I understand that feeling. Here's what I need you to understand about that feeling is you, instead of trying to panic, worry, doubt, fear, and operate out of that panic, worry, doubt, and fear, accept it. Yeah, don't go against it. Accept that to be true. Therefore, you're not working against yourself, and you're not working out of lack. So there's the work. How hard is it not to go try to figure something out because your babies need to eat? Your babies need to eat, and they need, to be fed. Yet you don't have the money to feed them. And then whatever you do to work harder towards earning and gaining that money, the more you embed yourself and conceive a reality where money is separate of you, and no matter what you do and how hard you work, it will evade you. See, that is because of the law of cause and effect. I may give a deeper video on that. But now what I want you to understand about this thing called law of cause and effect. When you change the way you feel about that negative bank account, then, my friends, everything inside of that bank account will change. Because you are the goddess and or God that chooses the reality of experiences. Life, my friends, is literally a series of choices. So, in order for you to decide to experience a new reality where abundance flows effortlessly, I need you first to accept yourself 100%. Try not to change what is happening because the circumstance is already manifested. Stop reinventing the circumstances by paying attention to that negative bank account. But I'm also not saying try to believe in something that is a figment of your imagination, because now your internal self is convinced that that's not the case. So now you're working against yourself, which is why it leads me back to the same exact thing. I need you to accept who you are. Let me tell you how money works inside of this energetic realm. You are an energetic being, and money is energy. So if you try to chase something that you think is outside of you, that is simply why it's not coming through. But what I can tell you is if you're an energetic being and money is energy, then what you need to do is identify the reality within your heart, feel that to be real, and then consistently return back to that place. Therefore, you're in the energetic alignment of money. Now, this could go so far in. Let me make it even more simple for you. You have pedestalized money and not yourself. And now you are in the act of chasing money instead of getting to know the God within you. You have a false god called money. And in the text and in the Bible, it says, seek first the kingdom of God and all shall be added unto you. Kingdom of God is where? Inside of you. So if you would like the money, the relationship, the health, the whatever it is, it's not begging God to give it to you. It's not trying to paint a reality that is a lie in front of you. It is about accepting who you are, connecting to the God within you, transmuting the feelings of shame, guilt, worry, and doubt into abundance. And then therefore, you're not keeping anything away from you. You are accepting yourself, therefore you're accepting everything. So the moment that you accept your shame is the moment you accept your abundance. Don't you get it? It's some high level consciousness, huh? And you may need to rewatch this a handful of times. But again, I need you to put yourself back on the pedestal, okay? So that even when you do look at that negative bank account, you have conditioned so much appreciation and unconditional love for yourself that you don't go against yourself. You don't go to worry, you don't go to fear, you don't go to doubt. You go to the one true thing that is. And because everything is because of the way you are. Or in other words, because I am, everything is. Okay? Now, I gave you about 5 different ways to look at this money, look at this situation, look at the circumstances. But leading it back to the very first thing that I gave you, there's a law called the law of cause and effect. If you are being caused, if the cause outside of you is causing you to feel less than what you are, you manifest more of what you are, not what you want. So if you are in the embodiment of shame, worry, guilt, doubt, fear, then that's why you are continuously manifesting and attracting more of those things, okay? What I would recommend that you try doing is, instead of going against the grain of life, trying to fight it, you just accept life as it is and allow it to flow and take you to where your abundance is, because you're not holding resistance in the moment, okay? And you're just accepting what it is. You're surrendering to the divinity that's within you. You're surrendering that, wait a minute, I may not have the money to feed my children, but you know what I do have? I do have enough love for myself to be able to bring laughter to their faces. I do have enough appreciation of myself to realize that this current situation is not my last destination. I have enough love within myself to love myself whether or not there is money, there is another partner, there is abundance, whatever it is that you may feel. And let me just capitalize it on this. If the God that I serve, you serve, creator of all that is unconditional love, maybe the money is not flowing to you because you have conditions in loving yourself. What does that sound like? I can only love myself when my bills are paid. If I don't have money in my account, then I'm not going to be able to sit with myself and just appreciate my existence. Maybe that's the single reason why money is staying away from you. Maybe that's why the negative bank accounts is there, is because of the cause outside of you that you bought into that's causing you to feel less than what God created you to be. Huge. What I'm telling you right now is huge. And if you can re-listen to this video on repeat, I've, again, hit you with so many subconscious understandings that you may not make sense up here. Your mind may challenge it. You may be asking, how do I do that, Master Johnson? But your subconscious right now, your subconscious understands. So again, let me make it so incredibly clear for you and to you. You are worth more than anything. Okay? And until you feel that way about yourself, you may have a hard time manifesting and attracting the wealth and abundance because you're operating from a perspective of lack. You need to be the cause to the effect in your life, instead of the causes outside of you causing you and having an effect on you, making you feel, again, smaller than what you are. You're beautiful. You're brilliant. You have gifts beyond measure. The world is waiting to see the abundance that you have. But in order for the world to see that, I need you to feel that. I need you to agree with that. I need you to tap into that. Okay? So again, I don't want this video to go too long. I appreciate you sticking around with me and my shaky hands. Look at this, crazy. Listen, if you need help with this, if you are tired of doing it by yourself, for anybody that's watching this video, this is the infancy of my channel. Do the things with the buttons, but I would highly recommend getting into my community and stop trying to do this on your own. Come meet me. Come meet the family. Come meet the tribe, man. This is what we do, and I'm the best at this. And then inside of this reality, guys, there is no other. But I don't want to go down that. The opportunity is there for you to come check it out, and I'd recommend that you do that, because I know what it's like. I know what it's like, and you don't have to be alone on that one anymore, okay? All right, guys, check the pinned post or the pinned comment. Still getting used to YouTube. I appreciate all the new subscribers, all the new community members. I appreciate all the love that you guys have been given. I got more coming to you. Hey, guys, take care. I'll see you on the next one.